everybody, I'm Tricia Swenson coming to you from the top of Vail Mountain, just overlooking the back bowls, which we still have several bowls still open as we close down the mountain. Beaver Creek will be closing this weekend, but Vail will be still staying open all the way through April 20th. So China Bowl and Sun Up and Sundown are still open if you want to head out this weekend in the snow. It's still really good. A lot of great coverage out here. So it's wintertime still in the Rockies. But with the end of the season coming, we have a lot of parties going on the mountain and off. And down at Avanti, they're having their championships party. So Discover Vail actually had a contest, bracket style, just like the NCAA Final Four tournament, and 8 different bars were vying for top honors. And Avanti, Rookie of the Year, by the way, they just opened in December, they won. So on Friday from 2 to 6, they're gonna have a fun party with a DJ. They're gonna have the first 100 drinks free from their mystery cooler, and then they're gonna have some fun booths that have permanent jewelry, that have piercings, that have hat decorating. So check that out. Also this weekend, we have some fun things happening at El Segundo. They're gonna do an end of the season Hawaiian luau with Hawaiian themed drinks and Hawaiian themed food, a DJ. That'll be on Sunday, so that'll be another fun thing that you can do. And then the Colorado Snow Sports Museum is having a silent disco on Saturday night from 9 until midnight. And then it's Queer Ski Week as well, so we have everything from parties happening at Two Arrows Cafe on Friday night, and then all day you can ski the rainbow and head on down. Chasing Rabbits will be hosting a party that night, and Vail Vintage Restaurant will have a drag brunch on Sunday. But that's what's going on the mountain. Let's find out about the conditions with Ken Hovey.
Thank you, Tricia. Yes, a lot of partying going on, a lot of celebrating with the changing of the seasons up here in the high country. It's my favorite time of year as winter sheds its snowy coat and we start to see the rivers running. And I actually have some of the Colorado River from today, but I also got up on Vail Mountain this week and I've got the stats for you as well as about getting into kayaking, a big swap that's coming up. Tricia's gonna tell you more about it, but for the conditions for Vail and Beaver Creek, no new snow is reported from Tuesday into Wednesday. However, Vail has received 5 inches of new snow in the past 7 days. That brings their season total to 314 inches, and they have a 63-inch settled base. They also have 17 lifts still in operation, servicing 242 trails. Let's jump over to Beaver Creek, where they've also had new snow in the past week, 7 inches since our last report. Nothing from Tuesday into Wednesday, however. They have had 250 inches for the season and have a 59-inch settled base. They have 10 lifts in operation that are servicing 68 trails. Now, a couple things of note. It is closing weekend for Beaver Creek. They're closing on Sunday, that's April 13th, and they've also started to close some of the terrain on Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain. For Beaver Creek, it's primarily the main mountain area, and for Vail, for the most part, the front side with some back bowl access, but areas like Blue Sky Basin, to my understanding, have closed up for the season. My best tip to you is to go to vail.com and beavercreek.com and check their daily updates on what terrain is open. But did want to mention, got out on the Colorado River down in Glenwood Canyon, was flowing at about 2,000 CFS, which is great for this time of year. This section is primarily class 2 and class 3 right now. Beautiful weather, warm temperatures. Got to paddle with my buddy Mike from Badfish SUP, and just awesome. He was like, man, I really understand why you live in Gypsum. It's a great town, but also you've got year-round whitewater. Now, if you're looking to get into whitewater, there's a big swap that's coming up at Alpine Quest Sports in Edwards. It's a fantastic way to get used equipment, or if you have equipment that you're looking to get rid of, a great place to sell it. But as I toss it back to Tricia, one thing I want to advise everybody, don't just go in and buy gear and hit the river. Take a lesson, and especially one of the biggest ones, a swiftwater rescue class, and always make sure when you're out there on the river that you wear your PFD, your personal flotation device, AKA your life jacket. Forecast wise, might see some snow next week. There's potential for it, but otherwise, we're enjoying these sunny, warm temperatures. Right now though, we're gonna send it back to Tricia as she has more.
Yeah, thanks, Ken. Yes, if you're looking to get into some of the whitewater sports, maybe kayaking, a little stand-up paddleboarding, Alpine Quest Sports in Edwards is doing their 20th annual river swap, and it's a time for you to bring out your gear. If you're getting rid of an old boat or you just want to upgrade, you can do so by bringing your stuff to Alpine Quest Sports. And then they're also going to have a sale on a lot of their winter gear. So AT gear, you can get into that, and you can get that at a discount. And then a lot of the ski reps, they're having a big sale, a big tent sale at Vail Brewing Company, and this will be on Saturday. So a lot of different brands like K2 and Sweet Protection, they're gonna have their gear out there and accessories. So this is your time to save and get ready for the upcoming seasons. But whatever you do this weekend, get out there and have some fun. I'm Tricia Swenson. We'll see you on the slopes.